and welcome back to another tutorial with Marriner. In today's tutorial we're going to be looking at a technique that you can apply to some of our patterns. For example, today's tutorial is all about how to double strand yarn and use yarn holding two strands. And this technique can be used in our Christmas garland pattern. So when we make these shapes, we need to double strand our yarn to get the thickness instead of using a thicker yarn. So we're going to go and look at that tutorial now. But first of all, if you'd like to buy this pattern or the kit to create this pattern, you can find all the links in the description box below. Let's go have a look. So one of the techniques used in this pattern is double stranding your yarn. Now in the pattern, it tells you to only buy one ball of yarn. So in order to work with one ball of yarn and double strand, what I like to do is take the end from the outside of the ball and the end from the middle of the ball. Once you've found those two ends, you can hold them together, and that's what we're going to do now. So as you can see here, I have both ends of the yarn from the outside and from the inside. The inside is a bit more wiggly, a bit more curly than the straight yarn from the outside, and this doesn't matter, your yarn will straighten out as you start to crochet. So in order to work two strands together, you can take the ends and create your slip knot as you would normally, and I will put a link to our slip knot tutorial in the description box below. Wrap it around your finger, second loop over the first loop over that second loop, and then second loop up and off your finger. Yeah, put your hook in. So you're working with two strands. Sometimes it can be a bit fiddly, but just try and keep those strands really tightly together, and that will help you when you work. So you need to use a bigger hook. So DK generally use between a 3 and a 4.5mm hook, but I'm double stranding it today, so it's about the width of a chunky yarn. So we're going to use a 6mm hook, and this should be in the kit if you bought the kit online, or you can purchase a 6mm hook separately on our website. So we're just going to do a foundation chain. Just go under both strands as you normally would and crochet that foundation chain. So hook facing the ceiling, under your yarn, turn your hook to face the floor, pull back through that loop on the hook, and you're just going to keep going. You want to keep a bit of a looser tension when you're working with double strands, just because you don't want those loops to get too tight, and because the yarn is thicker, you're working with more yarn, that can happen quite easily. So once you've made your foundation chain, as you can see, it is thicker than a normal foundation chain, and again it's about the size of a chunky yarn. So that is how you crochet with two strands together. This doesn't look wonky or curly like the inside of our ball yarn did. As I said, it will straighten out as you crochet. So have a go, have a practice, send us a photo, tag Marriner on social media so we can see it. If you like this video, give us a massive thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.